What if poverty isn't only about money? What if the biggest reason people remain poor is not a lack of opportunity, but a set of habits, beliefs, and decisions that quietly drain their lives every single day? More than 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius taught principles that transformed ordinary people into disciplined, resilient, and successful individuals. These teachings weren't about getting rich quickly. They were about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts opportunities, creates value, and escapes cycles of struggle. Today we'll explore 7 Stoic rules that can help destroy the mindset and habits that often keep people trapped in poverty. Stay until the end, because rule number 7 is perhaps the most powerful and least understood of them all. Rule 1. Take complete responsibility for your life. One of the most famous teachings from Epictetus was simple. There are things within our control and things outside our control. Most people spend years focusing on what they cannot control. They blame the economy. They blame politicians. They blame their parents. They blame their boss. They blame luck. And while some of those things genuinely create challenges, focusing on them changes nothing. The Stoics believed that the moment you focus on what is within your control, your life begins to change. You can control your effort, your attitude, your learning, your discipline, your choices. A poor mindset asks, "Why is this happening to me?" A Stoic mindset asks, "What can I do about it?" Imagine 2 people losing their jobs. The first spends 6 months complaining. The second immediately starts learning new skills, networking, and seeking opportunities. Both faced the same event, but one focused on control, the other focused on excuses, and eventually their futures become completely different. Responsibility is uncomfortable, but it is also freedom, because the moment you take ownership, you gain power. Rule 2. Stop chasing comfort. Modern society sells comfort as the ultimate goal. Easy entertainment, easy food, easy distractions, easy pleasure. Yet Stoics warned that excessive comfort weakens character. Seneca often practiced voluntary discomfort. Even though he was wealthy, he would sometimes wear rough clothing and eat simple food. Why? Because he wanted to prove to himself that he could survive hardship. The problem with constant comfort is that it trains you to avoid growth. Growth usually lives on the other side of discomfort. The uncomfortable workout builds strength. The uncomfortable conversation builds relationships. The uncomfortable skill builds income. The uncomfortable risk creates opportunity. Many people stay poor because they spend years avoiding discomfort. They avoid learning. They avoid selling. They avoid networking. They avoid starting. The Stoics believed that discomfort is not an enemy. It is a teacher. Every day ask yourself, what discomfort am I avoiding that could improve my life? The answer may change everything. Rule 3. Master your desires. One of the fastest ways to stay poor is to constantly spend money, trying to impress people. The Stoics taught that true wealth comes from wanting less. Think about it. Many people earn more money than ever before, yet they remain broke. Why? Because every increase in income creates new desires. A bigger house, a newer phone, a more expensive car, more status, more validation, more comparison. The race never ends. Seneca said that the poor person is not the one who has little. The poor person is the one who always wants more. Stoicism teaches contentment, not laziness, not lack of ambition. Contentment. You can pursue success while remaining free from endless cravings. Imagine earning an extra $1,000. A person controlled by desire spends it immediately. A disciplined person invests it. One becomes temporarily happy. The other becomes permanently stronger. Master your desires, and you begin to master your financial future. Rule 4. Invest in skills, not excuses. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind." Today, knowledge is more accessible than at any point in human history. Thousands of books, online courses, tutorials, mentors, podcasts, educational videos. Yet many people spend more time consuming entertainment than developing valuable skills. The marketplace rewards value, The more value you can provide, the more opportunities you create. Instead of asking, "How can I make money?" ask, "What skills can I develop that solve problems for others?" Skills create options. Skills create confidence. Skills create leverage. Skills create income. A person can lose money. They can lose a job. They can lose a business. But valuable skills stay with them. That is why investing in yourself often produces the greatest return. Every hour spent learning compounds over time. And unlike material possessions, nobody can easily take that investment away. Rule 5. Use time like a rich person. Most people think money is the most valuable resource. The Stoics disagreed. They believed time was far more valuable. Seneca wrote extensively about how people waste their lives. People guard their money carefully, but they give away hours without thinking, scrolling endlessly, watching meaningless content, living without intention. The tragedy is that lost money can return. Lost time never does. Imagine receiving $86,400 every morning. You can spend it however you want. At midnight, whatever remains disappears forever. Most people would use that money carefully. Yet every day we receive 80-6400 seconds, and many waste them. Successful people often use time differently. They read, they learn, they build, they create, they improve. The Stoic approach is simple. Treat every hour as an investment. Ask yourself, will this activity improve my future? If the answer is no, reconsider. Small daily decisions create massive long-term results. Rule 6. Build resilience like a Stoic. Life will test everyone. No exceptions. Businesses fail. Jobs disappear. Markets crash. Plans collapse. People leave. Health challenges emerge. The question is not whether problems will come. The question is how you respond. The Stoics trained themselves mentally for adversity. They understood that obstacles are part of life. Instead of asking, "Why me?" they asked, "What is this challenge teaching me?" Every successful person has failed, usually many times. The difference is that resilient people continue moving forward. Poverty often becomes permanent when setbacks become excuses to quit. The Stoic refuses to quit. Every obstacle becomes training. Every failure becomes education. Every disappointment becomes preparation. Resilience turns temporary defeats into future victories. Without resilience, even great opportunities are wasted. With resilience, even terrible circumstances can become stepping stones. Rule 7. Become useful to the world. This may be the most powerful Stoic rule of all. Money follows value. The more useful you become, the more opportunities tend to come your way. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself that human beings exist to serve one another. Think about the people who earn the most. Not all of them are the smartest. Not all of them are the luckiest. Many simply solve important problems. A teacher solves a learning problem. A doctor solves a health problem. An engineer solves a technical problem. An entrepreneur solves a market problem. A craftsman solves a practical problem. The world rewards usefulness. Ask yourself, what problem can I solve? What skill can I improve? How can I help people more effectively? The more useful you become, the harder it becomes for opportunities to ignore you. Poverty often shrinks when usefulness grows, because usefulness creates value, and value creates demand. Conclusion: the Stoics never promised riches. They never promised luxury. They never promised an easy life. What they promised was something more powerful: character, discipline, wisdom, resilience, self-control, responsibility. These 7 Stoic rules can transform the way you think about success and poverty. Take responsibility, embrace discomfort, master your desires, invest in skills, value your time, build resilience, become useful. Apply these principles consistently for years, and you may discover that the greatest wealth was never money alone. It was becoming a stronger, wiser, and more capable person. And when that transformation happens, your external circumstances often begin to change as well. The Stoics understood a timeless truth. Before you build wealth, you must build yourself. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this message, remember to reflect on which of these 7 rules you need most right now and start practicing it today.